Hi and welcome to your weekly real estate guide. The hospitality industry has evolved with the new trend of serviced apartments becoming increasingly popular globally. I know many are asking, what are the factors driving both the supply and demand side of this industry? We'll catch that conversation later on the show. Our guest on the home ownership segment shares some nuggets on getting onto the property ladder.
First of all, you have to make sure your finances are also in order.
We'll also highlight the latest energy-saving cooker in the market, enchanting interior decor tips with rugs and carpets, and Safaricom seamless digital experience. But first, let's discover leading serviced apartment destinations available in the market. Very interesting. As always, your property search starts right here. Remember, there is something for everyone. For sure, serviced apartments are changing the narrative in the hospitality industry. If you're in Nairobi for a business meeting, relocation purposes, leisure, or just a vacation, serviced apartment is the place just for you. They are comfortable, exuding style, quality, comfort, and flexibility. Let's kick off with Riata Serviced Apartments, a hidden gem oozing with charm, sophistication, and luxury. Surprisingly, located 5 minutes away from the CBD in a lush area, giving it a resort feel. Let's take a peek at what they have to offer.
Riata Serviced Apartments is located on Rough Bunch Road around Milimani area. The surroundings are really exciting. It is well positioned and the environs are well cultivated in terms of greeneries. Therefore, it's really very calm. The beautiful thing about the location is that we are only 5 minutes away from the main CBD. Riata Serviced Apartments has an inventory of 29 units of apartments, which are segmented into different categories. We have one unit that is 3-bedroomed apartment. Then the rest of the 28 units are 1-bedroomed apartment, in which out of the 28 units, we have 6 of them, which are open plan kitchen. Our primary client is mainly the corporate. When you walk into Riata Serviced Apartment, the first thing that you'll get, the warmth, will be your first encounter, will be your first experience. The staff are generally very warm, very welcoming. Other than that, you will get somebody who will be able to assist you with your inquiry in regards to your need. That is why we say this is a home that will take care of all your needs. If you have family, if you're on family travel, we'll be able to take care of you. If you're on business travel, we'll be able to take care of you. If you're on leisure, all the same, we're still able to take care of you. So it's a place whereby we give you solutions for all your travel needs. The facilities found at Riata are categorized in 2 categories, one being primary, in which the primary facilities are the basic that a client would walk in and find. The second category is the secondary one, which a client would ask according to their need. I'll start off with the first category, which is the primary category. Starting off with the kitchen, it is fully equipped with the modern equipment that you'd use in your normal home. Technically, you don't need anybody to walk you through. They're the kind of gadgets that you use them in your personal home. The second element I would want to touch on is the living room, where we have taken care of your privacy such that in a normal hotel room, people would walk straight into your space, into your private space. But here you have a living room that takes care of your seats for your guests. You have a TV, you have an intercom. It's pretty much warm. that makes you feel comfortable. Then we have the bedroom that is pretty much private for your use, and the bedroom is equally well taken care of in terms of the facilities, from an iron board, an iron box, a queen size bed, a safe deposit box, and any other equipment that you will need to ensure that your stay is comfortable, depending on your request. And this is where I take you through to the secondary facilities. These are purely the facilities that you'd request, which are not provided as a standard as the primary facilities. For instance, during the cold season, you'll find that some people prefer more warmth in their room. Therefore, they would probably ask for heaters. Or there are seasons that people would feel it's a little bit too hot for them. Therefore, we provide fans. We have parents who they travel with their toddlers. We provide baby cots at no cost. We have parents who probably would want to have meetings and they have small kids. Therefore, upon request, we provide nannies. So it's purely tailor-made depending on the customer's need. And that is why we call them secondary facilities, because we are not able to predict what a client would need to ensure that their stay is comfortable. The amenities found at Riata are not anything less than what you'd find in a regular or a star-rated hotel. By this, I simply mean we have a gym that is provided, and our guests that stay with us get to use the gym facilities at no cost. We have the Bamboo restaurant that is run by qualified chefs who have tailor-made a lovely menu that takes care of all our guests' needs. By this, I simply mean that all guests with special dietary requirements, they would not lack anything to eat from our wide selection of menu. Other than that, we have ample parking space within the apartments, have great security, which is really key for every hotel, investor, private. It is key. It's one of those things that today goes unmentioned, that security has to be taken care of. We also have a 24-hour fully manned reception. That means our guest requests would always be attended to at any given time. Other than that, we offer transfers upon request. This simply means if we have guests who are arriving, who are checking in, we offer airport transfers, both return and also for their local errands within the country or within their stay with us. We provide that. It's important for you to know that all our drivers are vetted by ourselves. Therefore, our guests are well taken care of by our drivers. Riata Serviced Apartment prides itself in being among the best rated apartments and properties on booking.com. That's a big plus because it gives our clients a confidence of them booking with us, especially for those who are using us for the first time. I would want to extend my personal invitation to everyone who has not been to Riata Serviced Apartments to experience this warmth that everybody else is talking about, and also to see the hidden gem within the city that a lot of people, a lot of Kenyans have not been able to see. We as Riata have thought about you, and that is why we have decided to go an extra mile to ensure that your stay is comfortable all the way with us. You're most welcome.
Riata Serviced Apartments comes with impeccable service, a great menu. You'll surely get stylish living. Next, let's explore Nabo Residence and Spa.
So this is one of our show apartments here. As you can see, it has the high ceilings, green spaces all around it, and we've tried to make it as comfortable as possible in every aspect. Right. As you can see here, our living room is very well laid out, very open plan, very easy going for anyone who's just cooking and moving into the TV room, wants to watch a bit of whatever you want to watch, sports or movies. So as you can see here, this is our dining area. Not too big, but also not too small. Perfect size for small families, groups of friends, and young professionals. And we have some art here that keeps with the African theme. We're really trying to keep it indigenous, keep it Kenyan, keep it focused on what this city and this country can represent. So this is our dining room. Then now we'll look at our balcony and show you some of the spacious views that we have out here. As you can see, it's massive and it covers the entire living room area and the bedroom area. So it covers several square feet. So as you can see, we have great spaces and we are just blessed to have a great location in the center of Nairobi. I doubt you'll find many places with this much green around you in the center of town. We have great open spaces here. Safe neighbors. We have the Department of Defense right across the road, so security is paramount for us, of course. And we think these balconies are some of the best you'll find in the area. So these balconies are perfect for sunny afternoons outside, enough space to host a bit, and enough to have friends up here for a small reception. We think these balconies will deliver great value for all of our customers when they come here. So now with that said, why don't we look at the rest of the apartment, show you the kitchen and the rest of the amenities. So here we have our modern, fully furnished kitchen. It has everything you'll need. It has ovens, microwave ovens, fridges and kettles. It has also full cutlery and crockery and everything you need. The most important thing is that this apartment gives you the competitive advantage of having your own kitchen where you can cook your own food and do your own shopping and not have to pay that money to a hotel when you don't want to, or for drinks when you don't want to. So I think that gives the real advantage of making it feel like home. Now we also want to show you our bathrooms and our toilets that we have just here. Here we have modern clean toilets within this door, and here we have a modern clean shower with all the modern amenities, and we provide towels, shampoos and all the things you'd expect from a hotel and all the convenience. So these are our bedrooms that we deliver consistently and high quality throughout the property. Queen size beds, very nice imported mattresses, very high quality, and we actually guarantee that these will be made every day, and if you have any problems with it, we can change it to your spec exactly as you desire, just like a hotel. And as you can see here, every morning you have a wide open window with great sunlight, great views coming in, also soundproofed as well, because we know how busy it can be in Nairobi and we try and keep that noise outside to keep peace in mind for our guests. So you have our bed here, full-length mirror, long windows, and also a door to the same balcony we saw earlier. So, and as you can see here, you open it right from your bedroom, safe and lockable, takes you right out. So this easy access from your bedroom to your balcony is something we imagine will be just great for weekends and for Saturday mornings or Sunday mornings. You walk out of your bedroom with a cup of coffee and your newspaper, and you can enjoy brilliant green views from the comfort of your own balcony. So all in all, this is the package we've tried to create at Nabo Residence. A beautiful, green, natural and relaxing environment and haven in the middle of Nairobi. We hope you liked it, and we've tried to deliver the best possible product for you, our customers, in Kenya and around the world. And we look forward to serving you and giving you the best possible experience in Nairobi. We've just launched a brand new restaurant that we think is one of the best and first of its kind in the city. It's going to be a Swahili themed restaurant called Mianzi, and we have decided that it's about time that Swahili culture had its own space in the culinary world in Nairobi, and why not promote our own culture? So what we try to do is look at the market, understand what the people of Nairobi want, which is changing all the time, and we have some of the most exciting and dynamic people in the world in the city, and we want to be a part of that, and we want to understand how we can deliver the best possible services, because we actually try and branch out and broaden who our customer base are every day. We try and expand this to sort of the young working people of the city, which is the young professionals who want a great and comfortable place to live and work, and we try and deliver that at a high standard. And with that being said, it's also for everyone around the world and around Africa. So we think of ourselves as an international property. We try and reach out to our customers everywhere they are and every place that matters to them. If they're watching television, we want to meet them on television. If they're online, we want to meet them there. And we try and just engage with them in a way that just shows our product and shows them how we can make them better off. Well, I'll try to not understate it. I think Riata Properties and Nabo now in particular offer a very unique service in terms of giving people top quality hotel standard amenities and services with the space and luxury of an apartment. This is a really unique window. People are very busy and they have very busy jobs, and we try and mitigate their busy lifestyle with a comfortable hotel standard apartment. I think that we've found a real niche in the market where people are busy and they want solutions to their busy lives, and we try to be there to do that. I think we would say that the real estate market is something we're very comfortable and confident about right now. We're very bullish on the market. We think that real estate in this country will continue to grow, and we're definitely betting a big way of being part of that. Riata and Nabo are just part of our story in the real estate market at the moment, and we foresee that going very, very far forward in the future.
What's special to me at Nabo is the personal service they offer and attention to detail. You feel pampered and spoiled all the way. Avenue, we can recommend the perfect serviced apartment options based on your needs and price range. Just call on us. And if you're a developer dealing with serviced apartments across the country, we'll be happy to highlight your services. You too, call on us. The question going round is, how do I switch to enjoy 4G experience? Next, let's catch up with the Safaricom team.
4G is all about fast internet speed. That is the main thing about 4G. Internet speed at home, where you can use our big box, Safaricom big box, set-top box, and fast internet speeds on your mobile phone, on your tablets. We're not saying 2G is bad. Yes, there are places where you still use such services, but if you want more, in which of course right now everyone wants something that is better than what they use, 4G does it for you. There's a need for fast internet speed in the 21st century because in our day-to-day interactions, for majority of the people, we need internet to get the news, to do your job, in your studies. You need internet when you're doing your research. So we need something that does it for you and does it very fast, because we also want to save on time and also money, and that's where 4G comes in. For those who haven't swapped the SIM cards to 4G, we would advise them to do it. They're missing out on a lot. They're missing out on a lot because you're still doing the 2G or 3G speeds. Yes, the rest of us are enjoying the 4G speeds. Yeah, so if you haven't swapped your SIM card to 4G, you need to visit the nearest retail shop or Safaricom dealer who do the SIM card replacement. Then just tell them you need to swap your SIM card to 4G. Yeah, it's free and they'll do it for you very fast. It doesn't take long to swap your SIM card. It should take not more than 2 minutes. You'll be done. You'll have your 4G SIM card. The frequently asked questions about 4G on a day-to-day basis is, does my device support 4G? How can I be able to get 4G services in the house? Or where I live, do you have 4G coverage? And what we tell them is, we have a catalog of 4G devices. You can always upgrade your device to a 4G enabled device. If they already have a 4G device, we confirm that they're using a 4G SIM card. For internet at home, if they need 4G at home, we have the Safaricom Big Box device, which you're able to get wireless connection at 4G speeds at home. Right now in Nairobi and many of the major cities, we have 4G coverage. So that one also is not a problem for them. So they are sorted. Once you have upgraded your SIM card to the 4G SIM card and you have a 4G device, to enable the 4G internet services on your phone, you just go to settings and then mobile data settings and then the network mode. When you're selecting network mode, make sure you pick the network mode that has LTE and then 3G and 2G. What that means is when you're on a 4G area where there's 4G coverage, it will pick 4G. When you go to 2G area, it doesn't mean that it will disconnect you. It will automatically pick the 3G services, and same to 2G. So wherever you go across the country, you will not be disconnected at any point. It will pick the available network. And of course, 4G is given first priority when you're in a 4G area.
Going to get hurt.
I'm doing my best, bro.
You need to remember that chapo day with mom, remember? Let me send you a video.
But I can't wait.
You have it. Watch it.
Let's come together as a team and fight for this club. Make sure that we're able.
What?
Don't wait. Do things faster. Do things Safaricom 4G.
Don't wait. Switch to 4G and enjoy fast and seamless internet connectivity. On our expert segment, we continue with the conversation we started last week with National Land Commission and get insights on steps of renewing an expired lease.
What happens is that, I'll give this in a nutshell, is that when your lease is expiring, actually you're supposed to write to the, you're supposed to write the National Land Commission, notify them that your lease is expiring and that you have an intention to renew. Then thereafter, when you do that, the commission, before that was the ministry, will tell you the conditions that you need to fulfill for the renewal of lease. There will be several conditions that you need to fulfill. The land will have to be resurveyed, there will be a replanning. There will be a revaluation to determine the new land rent that is payable. Then thereafter, you'll be given a new letter of allotment. Then after that, now we process the lease. So these processes will come, in a different order, but all those things must be done. So you just need to apply and state your intention to renew. Right now, the law says that we need to give, the National Land Commission needs to remind the landowners that your lease shall be expiring at a particular date.
Do you remind the leaseholders?
Now you can imagine that we've been working in a manual environment. This is the time the National Land Commission, in cooperation and consultation and coordination with the national government, that is the Ministry of Lands, we are now in the process of developing a National Land Information Management System. The government is mandated to develop a National Land Information Management System, the Commission a Public Land Information Management System. So we are now working together to develop that. In other words, what we want to do is that we want to bring land management onto a technological platform. So that is going to be very helpful in being able, first of all, it will eliminate fraud. It will be able to know who is not paying the land rent and rates. Very easily at a touch of a button, you can know who is not paying the land rent. That's because, you know, when you're a lessee, when you hold a lease, you're a tenant of the government. That's actually what it is. You pay the government rent on an annual basis to enjoy that land that they have given you to use for a particular period of time. So you're just a tenant of the state. So you're supposed to be paying rent every year. So if we bring land management onto a technological platform, you can be able to tell at a short notice which leases are expiring. But right now you know that with the challenges we've been having with the land record, the way it is held in a manual format, you would not even be able to go through all the files and know which ones are expiring and which ones are not expiring. So we are working on that to ensure that we make it very easy to do all this.
What is the difference between a title deed
and a lease?
And a lease? Because I think that confuses.
Oh yes, there's a big confusion there. So a title deed, particularly if you look at, normally we say, let me talk about the freehold lands, the freehold titles. Ile mashamba ya ushago, in the village. Titles in the villages or at home, most of those are just freehold titles, where the owners of the land or hold the land as absolute owners, freehold title holders. They don't pay any rent to anybody. They are the absolute owners of that particular property. Those people, what they normally get, they do get a title deed as confirmation of ownership of that particular piece of land. What they are given is a title deed. And that title, when the land is surveyed, that's when the land has been surveyed, they are given a title deed to show the registered owner and the size of the land, isn't it? That map and the title deed are registered by the Chief Land Registrar. So he's the one who issues them with a title deed. Now, what is the difference with a lease? A lease is that which is given to those who are tenants of the state on public land. So what normally happens is that, first of all, you apply to be allocated land by the government. Then the government looks at its land holding and decides we can give Nancy a piece of land, 1 acre, to use for 99 years and pay us a rent equivalent to this much to do A, B, C, D. So you apply, before it used to be the Commission of Lands, and now you'd have to apply it to the Commission. Then after that, when you applied for that piece of land, they would have to identify the piece of land and the use to which you had said you were going to put it had to be compatible. So the place also had to be planned first. So they would have to be something called a part development plan. Why am I talking in the past? It's because the Commission has not allocated anybody any land. Up to now, we have not allocated anybody any land, you can imagine. So the part development plan, which we call the PDP, would be prepared. You would be given a letter of allotment for a specific piece of land that has been highlighted on a part development plan that is attached to your letter of allotment. This letter of allotment will give you the basic conditions. For example, you're going to give you this land, 1 acre, to use for 99 years effective from this date, and you're going to pay us the following stand premium, 1 lump sum, and then an annual rent of this amount. So you're told what to pay for the registration, the survey, and all other costs that are necessary to the production of the title deed. Then after you pay the costs that have been indicated on the letter of allotment, thereafter, they will do the other processes like survey if survey has not been done, because sometimes it could be allocated a surveyed piece of land. If it is an unsurveyed piece of land, then you proceed to do survey, then thereafter, a lease is prepared. Now this lease, which the current law says that shall be signed by the Commission, it is what is now presented to the Chief Land Registrar to register.
There you've had it. For all land matters, your first port of call is the National Land Commission. They are also available within the counties. When we return, we'll share some nuggets on getting onto the property ladder and much more. Don't press that dial. Welcome back. The property show continues. Let's catch up with the latest energy-saving cooker in the market.
Umeme cooker is a magnetic induction cooker. So how it differs from other kinds of cookers, you've got what you call the thermal cookers. And thermal cookers, maybe we'll use something like gas. And then we also have what you call the electrical coil cookers. So you're aware about the hot plates that you've always bought with in our kitchens, or the coils. So this one is quite unique because it uses magnetic induction. It does not heat when you put the sufuria on. The sufuria surface, once it hits the cooker, that's the only reason why the cooker then now works. So on its own like this, if I put it on, it does not work at all. So it tends to be a very safe cooker to use in the home. And number two, unlike other cookers that use aluminium sufurias, the induction cooker or the umeme cooker only uses stainless steel sufurias. So the stainless steel sufuria must be on a flat surface, and once you put the sufuria on the umeme cooker, that is when now the umeme cooker starts working. The other thing about the umeme cooker is that as you're cooking, the surface does not get hot at all. So when I'll demonstrate a bit later, you'll see that I'll be able to touch the surface of the glass, and I'll also be able to touch the sufuria comfortably, because the cooker only heats where the food has reached. So where there are kids in the house and you want to be safe with cooking, they can be able to touch the top of the surface and they'll be safe. Another key thing about the umeme cooker, which is different from other cookers, is that if you will cook in gas, for example, if the sufuria is very small, you always find that the gas comes out. And you always find that the air around the gas is hot. Now with the umeme cooker, it's a different story. It only hits the surface that has touched it. So there's no wastage of energy at any point in time, which is what you're trying to promote right now in terms of energy efficient kind of equipment that will help you save energy in your house. Another thing, and you will notice when we do the demo, is that the umeme cooker cooks 3 times faster. So if you're boiling a packet of milk takes 8 to 10 minutes to boil. In gas or in a jiko, with the umeme cooker, it takes 2 to 3 minutes. So what we are trying to say is that it's 3 times faster. When something is 3 times faster, also the advantage of it is that it's 3 times cheaper. How do I demonstrate that? If today in a normal home with 3 children and a father and a mother and a house girl, those are 6 people, if they cook breakfast, lunch, supper, and they cook 10 o'clock tea and 4 o'clock tea, average spend of gas will be a whole mutungi per month, which goes for about 1,800 currently. If I use the umeme cooker on the same breath, the maximum number of units I will spend is about 30 units, which will translate to maximum of 500 to 600 shillings a month. So if you compare the 1,800 shillings for 1 mutungi of gas versus 600 shillings for the amount of electricity I will spend, you can see the price variation is that it's 3 times cheaper than gas or jiko or meko or kuni. So it tends to be 3 times faster and 3 times cheaper. Currently, the cookers are in the market and they are all coming with a 1-year warranty. The beauty about it is that if the magnetic strip gets spoiled, you can always have it repaired under the warranty conditions. Again, the beauty about this cooker is that it's very portable. So if you look at it, it looks like a laptop. It is something beautiful to carry, and we're encouraging people to get it in their houses other than using the stoves, which make the house smell. Currently, Kenya Power has got a supplier who is selling them in our banking halls. That is in Nairobi, Mombasa, Kisumu, Nakuru, and he's selling them at 8,500. It comes with 4 sufurias, stainless steel. One of the precautions you should always take whenever you're using any electrical equipment in your house, including the umeme cooker, is that ensure that all your electrical wiring is done well. It is just not only for the umeme cooker, but even the lighting in your house, even the sockets in your house need to be done well. So ensure that all your lighting systems and all your lighting sockets are doing well and have been checked by an electrician. One of the key disadvantages, again, I need to talk about the umeme cooker, is that with the umeme cooker, if there's no electricity or if there's an outage, unfortunately, it does not work because it's driven by electricity. And the second part about it is that if you're a patient who has got a magnetic
or has got a metal frame in your body, either it could be because you broke your leg, or it could be in your brain or your hand, kindly do not use the umeme cooker because it uses a magnetic field. And the magnetic field and metal don't work together. So we encourage people who have got those metals in their bodies not to use it at any point in time. So I'll want to demonstrate to you how to use the umeme cooker. And I will use milk as a good example as to how long it will take for us to boil a packet of milk. Once you get it, you put it on the socket, switch it on. As you can see, nothing is happening. But notice when I put the sufuria on top of it, and I switch it on, you can hear already the noise that it makes in terms of now that it has gotten contact of the sufuria. Now the umeme cooker has got different buttons. There's an on and off button. Then there are buttons that help you understand what it is you want to do. For example, if you want to cook soup, you can press on soup. There's warm milk, there is pressure cooker, there's rice, and you can always increase or decrease the temperature based on what it is you're cooking. A packet of milk takes 7 to 10 minutes. We have just put this in the last 20 seconds. Let's see how long it's going to take to boil. Remember, the cooker is a flat surface, and so the aluminium sufuria also comes with a flat surface. When the sufuria is curved, it does not conduct at all. That's why most aluminium sufurias for this cooker tend to be flat. And as I said earlier, you can see it's cooking. I can afford to touch the surface, and I can also touch the sufuria. It does not heat at all. The sufuria only heats up to where the milk has reached, and the milk you can tell has reached over here. But anywhere else, I'll be able to touch the sufuria. So it's 3 minutes now, I can tell. And as you can see, it has taken exactly 3 minutes to boil a packet of milk.
Isn't that interesting? You too can have this cooker in your home. It's available from any Kenya Power outlets. Coming up, the accessory spot on how to glam up your space with rugs and carpets.
Despite being a hot season, floor covering is an important accessory to any home, adding not just warmth, comfort and style, but can be a gorgeous foundation of a space. First, with the right color and positioning, carpets can change the entire appearance of a room, making it appealing, sophisticated, and classy. Secondly, you can inject a feeling of coziness into your lounge area with a plain, striped, patterned, or textured carpet. For that bold, fresh look that is great at hiding marks, go for a stylish, striped carpet. Find one striking design you love. Opt for a plain carpet and make any statement design pieces on your wall stand out. For that soft, feminine touch that exudes elegance, patterned carpets say it best. When dealing with heavy traffic in the lounge area and corridors, use hard-wearing carpets with good wear performance. Wall-to-wall carpets transform empty, boring spaces into warm, welcoming spaces. Dining room carpets add the cheery and makes everyone feel pampered. For your bedroom, choose a carpet that is soft, which creates an attractive, luxurious feel. Besides rugs used to keep the feet warm when sitting on the bed, consider runners in the bedroom, especially if the bed is pushed against the wall or in a room with twin beds. Place a rug between the two. Finally, if you have a patio, you can benefit from attractive outdoor rugs. The right outdoor rug can bring the feeling of your living room into your yard. Style your homes with rugs that are chic, elegant, and warm look.
Here at the Property Show, we feature a wide assortment of modern decor tips to personalize the home of your dreams. If you're looking for that service, call on us and we'll connect you to an interior designer. Next, an interesting home ownership story on what to look out for as a first-time home buyer.
I came to know about La Casa Apartments when I moved to Rongai. That was 2 years ago. I used to live on Gong Road. Then I got so tired of the same route all the time. I decided I want to move to a place where no one knows me, where I can just have my own peace and start afresh. Because on Gong Road, that's where I went to school, in primary, high school, even in college. So everyone knew me. So when I chose to move to Rongai, first of all I moved down to Acacia, then moved back to behind Masaimo. Then one day I was just moving around to know where you've just moved to. I went round, came all the way to Olekasasi. I found La Casa was being done. So the first time I came in, I met the developer and he took me through. Actually, I saw this house when they were still incomplete. He took me around. And I kept coming months after months after months. It was like I was following up to know exactly how they would look like later, because I had seen the brochure, but I really wanted to know if they would really match what's in the brochure. 7 months later, the show house was ready and I was moved. And I was like, I must get this one. Yeah, so that's how I got to know about La Casa Apartments. The reason as to why I opted for the alternative building technology was because the previous house I was living, before I decided to move to La Casa and buy it, the house was always cold. And I was living on the ground floor. I had so many visitors. I'm a warmly person and I like visitors a lot. So everyone who visited me used to complain how the house is cold. It had no natural light. And my son kept falling ill. And then I decided, because I was in La Casa and I liked the apartment and the house is always warm. La Casa is warm, soundproof. And for example, when I get to my bedroom and I get to bed, it's like I'm in another place. And I'm that person who needs a quiet room to go to sleep. Yes, so the alternative building technology really works. It actually makes you feel home. Like you are alone. You only realize you live in an apartment when you get outside your door. The surrounding to my home, I would say it's very much conducive. The fact that the school, my son's school is a few meters away. The amenities around, like we have hospitals, there is Nairobi Women's. There's so many malls around me. I have Galleria, I have the Hub, I can get to so easily, you know, ladies with malls. There's a market that is just like a few meters away from me too. So when I want to get something, it's not like a struggle. My journey to home ownership hasn't been that easy. I'm not going to lie and say it was easy. No, it needs a lot of sacrifice. It needs a lot of dedication. Just like everyone else, we all need to own a home in one way or another. First of all, you have to make sure your finances are also in order to buy a home. I was able to get a few deals there and there. So getting the deposit was a bit easy, was very easy. But when it came to the clearing part, it took a while, but I'm glad that I was able to get here. When I was purchasing the house, it will be funny to say I didn't have any fears. I've been looking forward to owning a home. And especially if you've come from afar, you're always looking forward to the next achievement that God is going to take you to. I think you realize I'm mentioning God a lot. God is the pillar in my life, and I believe that everything that takes place is because of His will. Therefore, I never had any fear. I trusted God that all will be well. However much there were a few challenges, I was so looking forward to moving in here. I got to a point where I was tired of paying rent, and with rent sometimes there are delays. When you're employed, sometimes this money does not come in when you think. Even when it comes in on time, you always have other issues to take care of. So me owning a home is something I thought of for a while. So when I was getting closer to the journey, the more I felt like I really needed to. So I will sacrifice a lot just to make sure I get this home. For you to get what you want, you need sacrifice. And as long as you have passion and your concentration is on it, you'll get there. This being my starting point, in the near future, I hope I can get my own piece of land and now get to build where I can now retire. Let me say retire. But La Casa will always have a special place in my heart because it was the best thing I ever did for myself and my son, and I'm grateful. The advice I'll give to people aspiring to own their own homes: do you believe in yourself? You can do it. Everything starts with us. Everything starts with you. Everything starts with me. My attitude is actually the one that pushed me into owning a home. I always wanted to own a home. And if you want to own something, be prepared mentally to have negativities from each and every corner. But if your desire goes together with your attitude, the positive attitude, you'll always get to where you want. Therefore, if you are young and you desire to own a home, focus, keep working towards your goal. Don't expect a pat on the back because you're going to buy a home from anyone. You know the reason as to why you want to own a home. You have the desire to get there. Therefore, focus on it, put God first, and sacrifice.
You too can inspire the next homeowner. Just call on us and we'll be glad to visit your home. The bus tour is here with us again. It's a great starting point to embark on your first housing adventure. You'll also get an opportunity to interact with financial and legal experts. Book your seat today. In the next 2 weeks, we are all meeting at the Hub Karen for the upcoming Home Expo. It's not too late. Book your booth today. Now that we have settled into the new year with an election around the corner, the good news is the real estate outlook is expected to remain positive, driven by the high returns, huge housing deficit, increased financing and infrastructural developments across the country, and especially in the Nairobi metropolitan area. Thank you for watching. See you next week on The Property Show. Connect with us on our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube channel, and we'll be happy to keep the conversation going. As always, there is something for everyone. Kwaheri.